Welcome to today's Research Business Daily Report. Well, we've got a special emphasis on advertising research, news from Ipsos and from Facebook, and then ARF President Gail Fuguitt with her pre-ARF Rethink conference thoughts on what to look for over the next 3 days. RBDR is sponsored today and this week by Research Now. Recognize industry thought leaders for online sample, unique methodologies, quality deliverables, and effective use of technology. As you watch today's RBDR, we're in New York at the ARF Rethink conference, where the focus will be predominantly on advertising research. So I think it's apropos to point out the Super Bowl advertising insight that's out and was made public by Ipsos ASI, the Ipsos Neuron Behavioral Science Center, and their partner Realize, who used as a group automated facial coding on 1,400 consumers. And here's what they came up with. Ipsos Neuron Behavioral Science Center EVP Alyssa Moses explained the big learning is that if a Super Bowl advertiser can engage the public in the last 5 seconds of their commercial spot with its brand immersed in the warm glow of positive emotion, that's when the uptime branding payoff actually occurs, end of quote. Continuing on the ad research front, Facebook announced that advertisers, in their opinion, should be measuring their effectiveness not by the ads that are served, but by the number of ads that are actually viewed. Facebook says this metric only counts as an impression when an ad enters the screen on a desktop browser or mobile app. It's a standard that has gained support from companies as well as from MRC and IAB. And ARF President Gail Fuguitt got together with us on Thursday as she was preparing for the start of the Rethink conference, and she filled us in on what to expect during this week.
We have seeded the conference with leaders and leadership, and our theme this year is Rethink, where leaders ignite growth. And what I'm really excited about is it's where leaders ignite growth. So what I always heard about the ARF is when they had their council meetings, kind of what people referred to in the old days when Todd Johnson had his party, and it was that if you missed out, you missed. If you weren't there, you missed out. And I believe that this year's conference is going to be like that. So we're going to kick off this conference with a CMO, CRO duo, Keith Weed and Stan Stoonanathan from Unilever, and evangelize great partnerships right from the get-go. And then we're going to just keep building with new original content. Monday afternoon, I'm very excited that my research team, the gurus, right? Charles Kennedy and Dr. Horst Stipp and Chris Bacon, newly joined the ARF, and Jasper Snyder are going to kick off ground truth experiments and share some original insights from the ARF. In this whole area of between cross-platform measurement, mobile harmonization, how about trade spending versus advertising spending versus marketing spending, and understanding the things that keep us up at night. Looking at as one of those ground truth experiments at something that would be similar to behavior scan, like behavior scan 2.0, which doesn't have to be from IRI, but would be a solution where, look, the technology kept up with the consumer back in 1989 when the ARF did original research that came out with the ground truth that advertising works. And so we're going to reignite these ground truth experiments. Day one is pretty much about measurement. Day two is going to be all about advertising and how advertising works. And David Poltrak is going to be igniting and igniting growth as a leader with Leslie Wood. And they're going to be sharing never seen before research in the area of the long-term impact of advertising, which we're absolutely honored and thrilled by, because there are too many people that are looking at discounting their way to growth. And I think Sir Martin Sorrell referred to it as short-termitis in an interview that I did with him. And so this is very important research. Lori Hiltz, our board member from Havas Media, who's a leader in the media industry, is going to keynote, and that was a highlight last year. Some components from previous conferences, like David Morgan's great debate, looking at measurement. That's something everyone looks forward to. Facebook is going to be presenting some original insights around their new product solutions, and we've been reading a lot of that in the literature, so that's truly exciting. Wednesday is all about leadership, and Jeffrey Graham from Twitter is going to kick that off. And what better person than Jeffrey, because he's built his Twitter global organization from 9 to, I think, 59 people in less than 2 years. Tara Walpert-Levy is going to speak on the behalf of Google and YouTube. And then, I think, Bob, the thing that I'm probably the most personally excited and proud of is the Great Mind Awards, the ARF Great Mind Awards. And just extremely excited about, from the Game Changer Awards, there were 43 Game Changers nominated. We're going to be announcing the winner. We're going to be evangelizing these folks on our website. To 2 President's Awards in the area of measurement leadership. We have a Board Member of the Year Lifetime Achievement Award, an ARF Lifetime Achievement Award, of course, our Journal of Advertising Research Awards, and a Future Forward Programmatic Buying Award. In every one of these cases, when I came to the ARF, what I wanted to do is evangelize not just new research solutions, which of course there are many, insight solutions, analytic solutions, but actually evangelize the leadership that went into how do these leaders make their mark. So when you come to my conference and our conference, you learn how to deliver those results, and you hear stories of successes and failures, and you can find people that you want to be like, not just hear a paper after a paper after a paper and then go home feeling, somewhat overwhelmed and not sure what to do with it. And if that isn't enough, and you're still thinking you might be overwhelmed, we're doing trip reports. So at the end of every day, we're going to summarize the material, so you have it all summarized for you. So I remember going to conferences, getting back to the office, and people would be like, well, you were gone for 3 days. What'd you learn? And I'd be like, there were so many things I couldn't remember. And so that's something that we really want to try and fix.
That's your Research Business Daily Report. We've been sponsored by Research Now, recognized industry thought leaders for online sample, unique methodologies, quality deliverables, and effective use of technology. Please visit http://bit/do.researchnow, where you can find more information about the company's panels and the innovative digital data collection it makes available. Have a great research day, and we'll see you tomorrow.